Good morning. It's Thursday, the 14th of December. And it is so cold here. I turned off the space heater in my office because my office does not have heating or air conditioning. That's fun. Well, it has a radiator, but I don't trust it. And I have a really nice, safe space heater. And a box fan for the summer. Good times. Anyway, you don't care. It's cold. I've got a cup of tea brewing in the kitchen. The kitchen looks like a bomb went off in it, so I have to take care of that today. I also have, today is not going to be very fun, and I'm not looking forward to it. I have to get in touch with my college. As you know, I'm starting to work on my bachelor's in nursing in January, and I had set up like automatic payments, and one was due yesterday, but my bank was like, oh, we don't recognize this, bet it's fraud, better block it. It's not a bad problem to have. I love that the bank does that, but it's also just kind of like, So I have to deal with that today. I have to schedule a pap smear for next year. I don't wanna. I'm going to. I just don't want to. It's kind of icky. Especially with the whole trans thing. What else do I have to do today? Clean the kitchen because it looks like a bomb went off in it. I have to work on this hat because it's cold. Could I just find a hat pattern that I like in one of my 1,000 knitting books over there and knit myself a hat real quick? Yes. But am I going to design one instead? Also, yes. What else is on the to-do list? I need to text my therapist. And I need to figure out dinner. That's all manageable. Actually, there's just a few don't wannas. I finished my book last night. I stayed up way past my bedtime reading Dracula last night. I'm going to give it 3.5 stars. Goodreads doesn't let you do that, and I didn't want to give it just 3 stars because it's not that bad, but it's also not. It's 3.5 stars. If you are a fan of the book Dracula, if you love it, if you love the story, you love how gothic it is, you love how it's told, I think personally you are really going to enjoy Dracula. Now, Dacre Stoker has written like an official sequel to Dracula called Dracula the Undead that I have heard is terribad. So bad. Am I going to read it eventually and make my own judgment? Obviously, but I have heard from reliable sources that it is awful. And life's too short to read bad books. But anyway, Dracula is solid. I have a few quibbles with it. Like, some of it just... So I realize it is hard to say when we are talking about a book that involves vampires that it's kind of a ballsy thing to say some of it wasn't believable. It's a book about vampires. Some suspension of disbelief is required. But there were a few times where I was just like, really? There is one character who has really cool abilities, who would be really helpful, who's like there for maybe 5 pages, and then we never see them again. There's I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this without spoiling anything. There's something that bothered me really. It was like, okay, so we know eventually that this character feels this way. But why then did they behave X, Y, Z the opposite way to people that they profess to want to help? It's one of those things where if you haven't read the book, if you have read the book and you want to talk about it, I would love to. But anyway, solid. I had fun. If you're a fan of the original, I think you will have fun as well. It's over 400 pages long, just beware. But I've read longer books than that. If you read It and The Stand, you'll be fine. Okay, I am going to go do stuff that's not very fun. And in the meantime, when I do allow myself to do stuff that's fun, I'll show you, like cross-stitching. I'll see you later. Do you know what's irritating? When you're knitting and you realize that you need to rip everything out and start over because you went on autopilot and you're the one who's writing the pattern and you screwed it up already. The pattern's fine. It's knitter error. I have done some of the things I'm supposed to do today. I got in touch with my therapist. I took care of the college paid for thing. I tried to call to schedule a pap smear and got put on hold for like 45 minutes and got pissed off and was like, no, I will call back another time. What I need to do is call them, put my phone on speaker, have paper near me so I can write down when the appointment is, and just sit and cross stitch while listening to hold music. Because you know, if I get my crap together that much and I'm that prepared, I'm going to be on hold for like 30 seconds maximum. Murphy's Law, right? It's almost lunchtime. I don't know what to have for lunch. And I haven't showed you many things that are cool this vlog cycle, and most of you probably won't think this is cool anyway, but I've decided to get back into, since it's wintertime and I can't grow my own food outside, I decided to get back into sprouting. Little tails. Sprouting is a very easy thing to get into, and you don't need you don't need any expensive equipment at all. You need a jar and something ventilated to keep on top of the jar. These lids I got at my health food store years ago are very handy. You can use cheesecloth. It's fine. And that's, I think, 2 tablespoons or 1 tablespoon of the seeds. Let's look. But yeah, you go to the store and you get like sprouting seeds and you just follow the instructions on the back. 1 tablespoon sprouting seeds in the jar, 2 cups of cold water, cap let soak for 8 hours. I did like 12, but it's okay because this is really forgiving. I used to do this all the time, and then after they've soaked, you drain them, and then you rinse them, and then you drain them again, and then you wait, and you just have to rinse them and drain them twice a day and let them sit in indirect sunlight. And within a week, you will have sprouts. This has been going for 2 days. It's very forgiving. And sprouts are delicious in salad, on sandwiches, in smoothies, on tacos. Delicious. I want to grow things in the ground, but I can't because it's December in Pennsylvania. Okay, I'm gonna figure out lunch, and I will show you something more interesting later today. I am on my way to bed and just realized I never showed you what I got done on the gamer today. That's where we are. So I started like right like here-ish, and work down here. Plugging along. I'm not devoting as much time to it as I would like to, and I think for sure it's going to be done by the end of the week. But I've been occupied with other things, so I'm like with the hat and other stuff. So, oh my goodness, excuse the yawn. But yeah, that's where we are, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.